Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. This is the energy forecast and card pulls for the week of August 28th, 2023. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Arlene Grace, and I am a master numerologist, an alchemist, a spiritual teacher, and a channel. And there are many, many, many ways that we can look at the energetic themes that are playing for the week. We can look at astrology, we can channel the energetic frequency. I use numerology, Egyptian numerology, to help us to see how we are being supported and influenced to see ourselves, to grow, to expand, to evolve. And with that, through the lens of the law of divine orchestration or the law of divine timing for some of you who understand that. And to know that we are always moving through this cycle, whether the cycle is through a day, through a week, through good morning, through a month, through a year, we are always moving through a cycle of growth, of evolution. And the movement is always going to move in this way, even though we may experience time as linear, right? And so, thank you for joining. As you are joining in, please say hello because this is going to be a big week. I'm going to invite you to take a breath, to be open, to be curious, to allow yourself to be activated. Because this week we we begin this week with 7 Jack of Hearts. And it really feels as though we are being prepared for September. And September is a new month, it's a new energy. And so, as you may have already experienced, this month has been very karmic. You may have felt or experienced things that were really shaking up your world to help you to discover, define, re identify what it is that you truly want to experience in this lifetime or now. Right. And so, in this shaking up, we've been moving through a lot of seeing ourselves, seeing how we are in relationships, seeing how we are with our own bodies, with our own thinking, so that we can leap. So today, we begin the leap. Today's energy with the 7 Jack of Hearts is really this go big or go home, or I'm in. It's not I'm in, it's I'm all in. I'm fully in. I'm fully into my life. I'm fully in, moving through this doorway, this portal, trusting the unknown, trusting what I cannot see. And are you willing to do that so that you can embrace and experience the miracle that is on the other side? It really feels as though we are moving through a portal into a new life. And are you willing? Are you willing to leap? And so this 7 energy is this energy of trust. It's this energy of leaping. It's this energy of diving into the water, not knowing how deep it is underneath you. And are you willing to do that, to have the experience of whatever that is, joy, freedom, play, that's on the other side of it, the exhilaration. And we begin that with Monday being awareness. I am now aware. Where do I not trust? Where have I not leapt? Where have I not broken through my own pattern so that I may experience what it is that I want? And so that, in conjunction with the Jack of Hearts, is I now see where I have sacrificed who I am, how I am, in order to have dot, dot, dot. In order to have love, in order to have value, in order to have the perfect family. And when I say perfect, it's in these, like, I don't even know, what are these quotations? The perfect family, but the perfect family for what others can see rather than what is perfect for you. And so it's this navigation of, okay, today, I become aware of where I am playing in these cycles of abuse, in these cycles of neglect, in these cycles of betrayal, and the cycles of abandonment. And I did get to discover today where I may have played the role of the empath, where I may have played the role of I need to be nice, where I may have played I must give my power away. And so you get to discover where you have been navigating my power is, when my power is convenient, I will play. I will be in my power. And when it's not, I will give it away to others. And so you get to come into this awareness and notice that today. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to experience? And the noticing. Where have I allowed myself to be abused? Where am I abusing myself in my own thinking? Where have I abandoned myself? Where have I abandoned my dreams? Where have I neglected myself? Where have I neglected my own body? Where have I neglected my own nurturance, my own love, my own support? Where have I betrayed myself? Where have I told myself that I would do the things and then I didn't? And so this is your opportunity to have these rise up for you to see so that you can decide. I decide that I'm going to deepen my own trust for myself and I'm going to leap into the things that I desire. Right? And then Tuesday, now we're moving into acceptance. I had these awareness on Monday. And so I saw all of these things. I may have taken an opportunity to journal on some of these questions. And I now am coming into acceptance of, okay, these are the patterns that I'm discovering. These are the things that I've done in the past. And I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to forgive those who came before me as my muse to show me where I forgot myself. And I'm going to allow this to fall away, to release from my own body. I'm going to be the alchemist. And as the alchemist, we've now moved into the energy of 8, 10 of hearts. And so even though we came into this awareness on Monday, we continue to move into, okay, now I'm playing in this polarity. Now I'm actually seeing the dynamics, because now on Tuesday, people may be coming into your life to show you these things. They may be playing the muse so that you may see where you have abused yourself, where you betrayed yourself, where all of the things, right? The 4 core wounds. And in that, you also get to bring it under the lens of, okay, I'm playing in the polarity of it. Where am I being too nice? Where am I in drama? Where am I being the bully in order to have the things that I want? Where am I out of peace because I'm so busy in control, trying to control my experience, control other people in my life? And so in this 8, the 8 is inviting you to come into peace, which begins with forgiveness, which begins with acceptance. And it's not the acceptance of it is what it is. And so I want you to just feel that it is what it is. It is what it is. And when you say that, do you feel a little stabbing pain in your heart? Because if you can say it is what it is and it is neutral and it's just flowing through your body, perfect, beautiful, you're in acceptance. But if you're saying it is what it is and there's judgment or there's pain or you're feeling constriction, then that's where you're starting to fool yourself and you're betraying your own thoughts, or you're betraying your own higher self, your body, that is allowing for you to know, hold on, pay attention. What is your body saying? What is your intuition saying? And so in this, the 10 of hearts is, okay, so I'm going to play with you. I'm going to invite you to see where you may not be receiving. Where are you not receiving the fulfillment of love? Because really this energy is, I can feel and experience the love that has been here before. I can feel and experience the love of my past. And I can feel and experience the love that is coming into fulfillment. And I allow myself to receive it. And so on this day, you want to pay attention to your own heart. Where does your heart close? When you are speaking to your child and you are telling your child that, oh, I'm sorry, I can't give you what you want, does your heart close? And will you invite your heart to open so that you can express it from that space, from an open heart, right? When you can look at yourself in the mirror and notice, oh, my heart has closed. Okay, well, my heart is now being in service to me to show me where I'm not loving myself. Will I allow myself to open my heart? And so in this, it's the receiving the fulfillment of love. Now, many of you have moved through Q, you have experienced an activation of your essence through your body. And so I'm going to invite you to just go one step more and feel the love that flows through your body. And then invite the receiving of the love from your body itself. What does it feel like to be loved by my body? And just feel what that feels like. What does it feel like to be loved by God? Can I receive that? And we can use God, we can use the divine, we can use creator, we can use goddess, we can use your higher self, whatever label you give it. Can you receive that love? And notice where you shut yourself off. Notice your capacity, because this is opening you up to build your own capacity. The 10 of Hearts is inviting you to take a look around the people that are in your life. And we'll use the example of relationship, right? Romantic partnership. It's okay. We've been dating for some time. We've been growing. We've been loving each other. And do we want more? Do we want to move into an engagement? Do we want to move into marriage? Or do we want to break up? And so this is your invitation. I'm receiving the love. I see the love that is around me. It is mirrored by all of these people. Do I want more? What do I want in relationship? And how am I in relationship to myself? Am I loving myself as I move through this? Now we move into Wednesday. And so Wednesday, it's an interesting day because it's a full moon. It's a full supermoon. And it's with Pisces 7 degrees. And so I'm not an astrologist, but I know that Pisces is deep diving. Pisces is emotional. Pisces is seeing the things that you have not seen within yourself that are here to rise in service for you to break through. And in service with the 9 of Hearts, which is fulfillment. And so there may be people that are leaving your life. There may be people or nuances or the ways of relating with others that are leaving your life. Are you so attached that you are holding on? Are you willing to let it go? Because 9 being the fulfillment is, okay, you've manifested your experience. Now it's time to go. So if we were to bring this relationship from Tuesday, okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to get married? Do we want to get engaged? Do we want to come together in cohabitation? Or are we breaking up and this person leaving the next day if the decision was to break up, right? And so it's, do we love through attachment or do we love through codependence? Now, it being Wednesday is the day of commitment. What am I willing to commit to? What am I willing to decide? I see all of these things. I've had an awareness. I've come into acceptance. Now I see my life. What am I willing to decide to have for me? Am I willing to be whole? Am I willing to be in my power? Am I willing to stand in it and be the full expression of that, regardless of where I go, regardless of who I see, regardless of what path I take? And so this Monday awareness allows for you to decide, okay, Wednesday, I take it. Wednesday, I decide it. And in that decision, I allow myself to move through this portal so that I can come into the whatever that is on the other side of it. I can come into the miracle. And so I'm really curious as to what it is that you are experiencing as we move through this week, what has been playing out. Because on Wednesday, you start to see, or you get to decide, this is the truth of how I love. This is the truth of what I want. This is the truth of how I want to experience my life as a whole. Then we move into Thursday. And so Thursday is very similar to Tuesday's energy, where one, it's a blessing. And so we begin to receive the support, whether that is money, whether that is clients, whether that is more people coming into your life, to receive them as a blessing. And yet sometimes the blessing is a blessing in disguise. And so this is an opportunity for you to break through again. And so if you didn't fully decide, this is the day to decide again and allow yourself to break through and continue to move forward on your path. Because here we move into 8 of Hearts. And so as a blessing, you're starting to see, okay, am I fixed in my own thinking? Is this pattern still trying to come back? What am I noticing as I'm relating to these people? Am I seeing the shift? Am I seeing the change? Or am I willing to devote to what it is that I love, what it is that I decided, so that I can be in peace? I choose peace. And so what it really feels like this week is that we're navigating the drama triangles. the dramas that we have with our family, with our friends, with our colleagues, with our communities, with our body, with our money, with life itself, whatever it is that you love. If you love money, are you in a drama triangle with it? If you love to experience wealth, you love to experience love, whatever that is, you get to notice that as your cue. I have drama here. This is my cue. This is my cue to see where I am breaking through so that I can love my life fully. I choose to live. And so this is an energy of noticing where you may be ruled by others, where you are allowing others to overpower you through control. Because as we move through this journey, as you continue to shift, as you continue to change, how you perceive your others in your life is going to shift. But this is an energy where I'm feeling it as people are going to see that you're changed, and they're going to try to pull you back in to the drama. And so will you choose peace? It's this crabs in a bucket, analogy of if we had a bucket full of crabs and one crab was climbing out, all of the other crabs would climb over each other to pull that back into the bucket. Are you willing to be free? Are you willing to be in peace? Will you keep on going? Then we switch into September. Can you believe that? It's September. And so now we're moving from an emotional plane into the physical. We're back in the body. We're back into the physical experience that we were having. And so that becomes our focus. And so that plus we've shifted into a new energetic month. That is the 7, which is the leap, which is I trust the miracles. I trust what is available for me. This is, you're going to be paying attention to your nervous system in September. You're going to want to notice where you're in fight or flight, rest and repose. You're going to want to decide. You're going to want to decide even from today, I trust me. And so I ask myself and I ask spirit to show me where I don't, so that you can come into Friday, into the month of trust, even more deeper into understanding what that feels for you. Then we're also, in this energy of the 7, you may be noticing others. So it really feels like there's this energy of, I'm just going to say lies, distortion, stories, where other people may not necessarily feel inspired to be honest with you as a mirror and a muse to you. And so this is helping you to land even deeper into, okay, I'm going to feel into my intuition. I'm going to use that as my, I don't want to say radar, but I'm going to use my intuition as my field to understand what is happening around me so that I can discern, oh, that's not an energy I want to play with. I'm moving in this direction. And so back to Friday, here we are, and we're in 8, 10 of diamonds. And so it's what you value is now coming into expression. So we move from the emotional. We have people leaving our life, possibly. We have shifting dynamics in our relationships. But now we move it into the physical experience of our life, which can include our body. It can include our bank accounts. It can include your home, your vehicle, different aspects of your business. What is it that you value? And what is it that you are, where is it that you're working hard in order to achieve the things that you desire? And so 10 of diamonds is this energy of fulfillment from the material. So I can use my child as an example because her story, she's a 10 of diamonds, and her story began even well before she was conceived. At 26, I was told I couldn't have babies. 31, I was told I was pregnant out of my own awareness. And within a few months of conceiving her, I was told that she had trisomy 23, which meant that she would possibly not have the back of her brain, the back of her skull. She would be blind. She would need a feeding tube. She would have Down syndrome. She would not survive birth. And if she did, she would not live longer than 365 days. And I was giving up to 36 weeks to abort this child. In that was my own journey of, will I trust that she will be okay? Will I trust that Will I trust me? What is it that I want? And even though I moved through this journey of having her and of Googling and Dr. Googling all of the things and all of the problems that could happen, I ended up having a perfect child, 10 fingers, 10 toes, no genetic modifications or genetic mutations, no any of that. And she came in as this fulfillment, 10 of diamonds, a fulfillment into the material world that was perfect, that invited me to trust what was possible. And so this 10 of diamonds is the fulfillment of what is available to you. You are in a cycle. Do you want more of it? Will you create the experiences that you desire? What do you want to experience in the physical? And where are you holding yourself back because you're leaning in the direction of lack, where you're so focused on what could possibly go wrong rather than what is possible for you to experience that is beyond your own thinking. Because remember, we can only see 0.0000001% of what is available through our five senses. And so are you willing to devote your energy to the 99.9999999% of what you cannot see? And so we move into Saturday. And Saturday is a mirroring of Wednesday's full moon, because now we're moving into nine of diamonds rather than nine of hearts. And so as you move through this shift, I wouldn't be surprised if in this integration, you're going to want to clean up your house. You're going to want to clean off your desk. You're going to want to purge the physical things in your life. But you're also going to notice that it's very possible that there may be things in your life that are breaking down in your physical. And so things that may be falling away could be aspects even of your business. It could be it could be your computer, it could be your car, it could be something in your home that is allowing for you to see feedback of, okay, somewhere in the world, somewhere in your life around you, and we're talking from the macro, from the micro, we're talking from your perspective, though we may see this in the world itself, something is falling away. And so are you willing to allow that to fall away, so that you can begin to see what is left behind and create from that? Because it really does feel like we're moving through, again, another portal of your physical experience, but something's got to go in order to create the space of what you truly desire. And so it's an integration. It's an integration energy. So it's an opportunity this day to really be with yourself, to pay attention to your own nervous system, to take an opportunity. It feels like go and play, go for a walk, go be with children, go experience the things as you're integrating, but just at the same time, take notice of what is no longer working, and whatever is no longer working, you're willing to let it go. And then Sunday, we move into 8 of diamonds. So we're moving into a new awareness as you've moved through this entire week. Now, what do you want? And so it feels like we're moving through a week of, okay, we're cleaning up the slate for you. We're cleaning out your life from the emotional plane into the physical plane. Now with this clean slate, what do you desire? What do you want to experience? What do you want to play with? And so it's this day of, okay, I'm willing to dream bigger. I am going to dream bigger than what I had. I'm going to ask for I'm going to invite my partner to come into an even bigger relationship. I do want them. I do want to get married. I do want a big wedding. I do want my fairy tale princess experience. I do want these things. And so this is your opportunity to dream. What is your dream life? And so on Sunday, you want to ask yourself that question. Awesome. So I am curious, how do you feel about this week? What are you noticing in your own experience? And let's pull some personal cards and see what the numbers have to say. Oh, good morning, Fiona. No need to apologize. All right. So, Sweet Fairyish is saying, hello, grateful for any messages on my love life, please. Single for years and just turned 40. I have someone in mind. Huh. Okay. So as I'm feeling you, you have a lot of thoughts. You have someone in mind. This person that's been in mind has been in mind for, I feel, 8-9 months. Someone that you have been kind of watching. It's almost like you have from how I see it, you have a cubicle. And so you kind of peek up over the cubicle to see if he's there. And so you have a crush. And it feels like, yeah, there we are. Right. So in this crush, have you actually expressed yourself? Have you, there's this is what you're breaking through. It's this willingness to tell this man, hey, I have a crush on you. And are you willing to tell him that you have a crush? Are you willing to move that into, wow, I would like to go on a date with you. I think you're so interesting, and I would love to have an opportunity to have dinner with you, to this, to that, to the other. I feel like there's this waiting energy and this pining energy rather than moving in the direction of what you choose, what you want. And so the willingness to break through your own expression, to take this, what has been here out, so that you can have this conversation with him, so that you can have it mirrored, so that you can know whether or not his feelings are returned back to you. You can actually receive the fulfillment. And so in this pattern, I'm feeling you're moving through a fear of, well, what if he doesn't like me back? Well, what if he says no? And the fulfillment is, well, what if he does say no, so that you can move on to someone else? What if he does say yes, so that you can receive the fulfillment of this date, so that you can get to know each other? Because I feel like this, in expressing so that you can receive the fulfillment, whether this is yay or nay, knowing that you're breaking through a pattern. And so this is bringing you back into your own power rather than giving him the power for him to come to you, that you now experience new ways of expressing yourself. It feels like this is something that you haven't done a lot, expressing yourself because of the fear of hearing no. And so in that, like I tell my kids all the time, ask me whatever you want. Ask me for the things. The worst that you can ever hear is no. And I promise you that I'm not going to get mad at you for the question. But you have to promise that you're not going to get mad because I say no. But you don't really have to. You can get mad. You can be disappointed, but it is that. And so you're building up your own courage, tenacity, resilience within you so that you can find new ways of expressing yourself, which is brilliant. So let me know how that resonates for you. I love that. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rosalie. Hello, Wanda, Stephanie, Lisa. All right. So I'm noticing Sophia's saying, okay. Oh, awesome. Let's see. Okay. I'd love a card about my next great leap in with money. Okay. So as I'm tapping into you, my throat gets itchy. We think about money, we talk about money, my throat gets itchy. Why is that? Let's see. We're just moving some energy. Huh. Okay. So 4 diamonds is beautiful. It's it's a stability. It's a card of stability. It's a card of having these structures in place. A card of feeling safe, and it's a blessing card, truly. As I'm feeling you, though, it feels as though, and I feel like we've said this before, and we've shared this with you before. There's a holding on to money because you don't trust it yet, but it's the remembering that money itself is a resource. Money is a resource, and the money itself is a resource from your own vibration, from your own frequency, from your own value, and the willingness to actually move it out. And so, as I'm feeling you in the Four of Diamonds, I'm feeling this kind of hoarding energy of, okay, well, I've got this bill that's due on the 28th or the 28th. And I would like to move this money that I have into these resources. Maybe it is a crypto or an investment or something. And so I want to move this money in this way. Maybe you even want to buy yourself a new sweater or a new hat or a new bag, whatever that is. But you keep on focusing over there, the 28th, even rather than being here now and trusting that you are always going to be supported with money coming in your coming here now, that money is actually always available here now. And so we're just going to let that energy move. So it's noticing where you're playing lack. Your action. It's interesting. Your action is the Six of Diamonds, which is a karmic influence. And it's this energy of, okay, I see what's coming. I'm going to be here now. I'm going to receive the frequency of value. I'm going to receive the frequency of worth. I'm actually going to own. I'm going to own. Holy shit. I'm going to own the energy and the frequency of value and worth that moves through my body, that's being expressed out through me into what it is that I want to do, whether that's teaching, whether that's my own business, whether that is doing Reiki, whether that is dancing in a field, whether that is going to play with others, whether that is, like I see with the tambourine, whether that is dancing with the tambourine, whether that is playing with the wind. It doesn't matter what it is that I'm doing. I embrace my value, my worth, my enoughness. I am it now. And I know that when I'm in that energy and I'm playing, and I am trusting and I'm being in it because I'm being fully me, I know that money has the availability to just rain on me. It's just going to come. In fact, that every single time money comes in, I'm just going to celebrate it because I'm just going to be like, ooh, look, somebody gave me $250. Yay. I'm just going to keep on dancing. I'm just going to keep on playing because I'm going to be in the frequency of value and wealth. Money doesn't have a hold on me. Money is going to come as a reflection of the energy that I'm moving through this body. And because of that, it doesn't change how I feel. It doesn't make me happy, nor does it make me sad. It just is. It just is. The money is just coming. It is just available because it is here now. So I will stay present. I will stay here. I will be in my energy. I will be embodied in the frequency. I will do what it is that I want to do, that I'm inspired to do, whether it is all of these other things that I've already listed. And I'm going to let the money rain on me. The result is the money raining on you. Millionaire's card. And so this is what you're shifting through. This is I am going to be here now in this moment. I'm going to stay in this moment. I'm going to do what is inspired in this moment. When I receive a bill, it is not going to influence how I feel about myself. When I receive $1,000 from someone, it's not going to make me super duper happy either, because I know that I am the value. That's not it. And that's not it. I stay here now. Everything is here now. Let it rain. Bring it. And so I feel like this message is not just for you. It is for many in this group. Let it rain. Let the money come. It is just a resource. Okay. Let's see. I think this is a question. Okay, I love cards. I had some things removed, like clear the table removed. Yay, from my life, in my work life. It was accompanied by some incredible blessings as well. The miracle. That's just, right? Like, I love that. So, hello, everyone. Card. What card are we pulling? We're just letting energy move. Oh, boy. I feel like you're up here. Like everything's really, really good, and you're up here, and it's almost like you're assessing, but you're assessing life from up here. And so I'm going to invite you to come back into the body to be fully embodied. Yeah. Yeah. And so you're really being invited to come into the mastery of your life, of your experience. But he's saying you gotta pay attention to your own nervous system, pay attention to you being in your body. It feels like you get triggered out of your body when you're moving through bad experiences, but you get sometimes triggered out of your body when you are going through these amazing times as well. It's like, oh my God, it feels so good. It feels so good up here in this clean slate. And so take whatever this clean slate is, reassess what it is that you want to experience, and bring it back in through your body so you can experience it through your body fully, wholly. That's what this is saying. Like you're transcending the physical. You're transcending your physical body, and you transcend the physical body by staying in the body to stay embodied through whatever is happening in your life. Sometimes when we move into this spiritual realm, the spiritual teachings, it feels so good to be out of our body that we forget that everything is meant to be experienced in collaboration with our body. Our body is in service to us as our energy is in service to our body. And so you're actually breaking through the abandonment pattern that you have with your own body so that you can transcend it. That you can transcend it and come into deep partnership with the divine. Oh my God, that's so good. So I wouldn't be surprised if moving all through that, you actually experience a deeper sense of your intuition, whether that is an activation of more spiritual gifts or a heightening of your own intuition, the divine. So let me know how that resonates for you. And know that if I don't come to your question, that many of these may resonate with you, both live and replay. Okay, Fiona. I would love a card regarding whether I should step fully into music or keep many coals in the fire. Huh. Oh, I love that. Emerson. We'll come to that. Okay, Fiona. So as I'm feeling you, it almost feels like in all of the coals, that's what it is. You've got music, you've got coaching, you've got like tarot, you've got Q, you've got like all of these things are separate experiences. And you're being invited to bring them all into one, to bring them united into unification. And your music is a reflection of your song. It has always been a reflection of your song. It's always been the frequency that's moved through you. And it's always had this healing quality for you, through you, that has invited others to come into your space, to experience you through your music. And you're being invited to make it bigger, to allow for the music that you play that flows through you, whether that is through instrument or through frequency, to move through your life so that it may be invited to move amongst others, amongst the collective. I'm hoping you're understanding this, because it really feels like you are moving through a change. And it's a big change that's happening, but it's a change that's happening in your own thinking and in your own mind. There are places, so very much like money, there are places where you play your music and you notice, you take a look at the feedback that's happening from your music or from your lives or from all of these things, but you're taking it personally rather than just taking it as information. And so you're personifying the likes or the acceptance in a way that does not serve you. And so it's playing with your ego, where it's holding you back. It's almost like your ego's like, no, keep me safe. Don't do the music. Don't do all of these things. But spirit is, high self is like, no, bring it all together. Bring it all together and allow it to move into something. Move it into, I feel like there's some creation that's wanting to move through you, wanting to be expressed through you, where you're incorporating what you know and bringing them all into the fold, bring them all into one, so that you can receive the fulfillment of what you want to experience. So whether that is including music in your coaching, I'm not sure. I can't say that. That's for you to discover. But it's receiving the fulfillment of what you want to experience. So, yeah. What do you want? Whenever there's a should, what should I do? Well, it's always going to be, what do you want? And so are you willing to pull back and reassess what you actually want with all of this? And of course, that bringing everything, unifying everything is your invitation. Yeah. It's interesting because I can even see how you can bring your music into those you care for. All of that stuff. Like it all comes with you because it's you. So let me know how that resonates. Okay. Adrian, hello. Oh. Okay. Just left a relationship that I knew wasn't good for me. What's my next step? So you knew that it wasn't good for you, but now you're being invited to see where you chose someone else in order to represent your love, to represent your value, where you chose to make someone more important than you. You're breaking through this karmic pattern of it so that you can come into a deeper sense of who you are, into your own power, into what it is that you want to experience in relationship. And so this was a key relationship for you to see, where you allow yourself to self-abuse, self-betrayal, self-abandon, self-neglect. And so I would come into this and notice where is it that I allowed myself to accept the lies? Where is it that I allowed myself to, where did I not trust my intuition? Because my intuition was telling me something that I did not like. And so instead, I built upon not trusting me rather than distorting it and saying, I don't trust my intuition. The only time we never act upon our intuition is when we don't like what it's telling us to do, which is leave the relationship, leave the job, leave this home, leave this. And yet our intuition is always acting on behalf of us. And so this is the pattern you're breaking, that you're being invited to reassess, take a look at your life, notice your feedback, call in source, be be with God as you're moving through. I can feel that you're moving through a lot of waves of grief. Much of the grief that you're moving through is not just him and his energy leaving your body and your experience, but also the leaving of these patterns that are moving through. The result is coming into a deeper sense of who you are, coming into a deeper sense of what it is that you want to experience so that you can receive the fulfillment of that in your life experience. It's also you're breaking the cycle itself in how you communicate and how you show yourself to be in the world. And it feels as though you're letting go of, I feel like perfection is a big thing, perfection. And I need it to be perfect before I can put it online. I need it to be perfect before, I need to show just this little snapshot. And it's like everything is just a little snapshot. And so part of this is I'm letting go of what people think about me. I'm letting go of caring about what people think about me. Yeah. So let me know how that resonates. It sounds like you're moving through a holy shit, wow, big transmutation that is in service for you so that you can see yourself. And in this moment, you are still in the cocoon and you are being broken down so that you can bloom, you can emerge as this beautiful butterfly. But in order to do that, it's not in order to do that, you will. This is part of what is reconfiguring, repatterning for you. So let me know how that resonates. Lisa, hold on a second. Hello, Lisa. Lisa's one of my favorite people. Many of you are many of my favorite peoples, but Lisa's just so little, small, cute. All right. I would love a card on insight on a new home. Interesting. Everything is all hearts. I think you're shifting through a pattern. I feel like as I feel you, so you're coming into mastery of your life is how this is coming through. But I can see that you have patterns of choosing places, choosing spaces that may not necessarily serve you, or it was hard. And so in that, there was a lot of navigating what you didn't want in these places that you were moving to. And so you're breaking through that by being invited to come into a deeper union to you and your life, and what do you want to experience in your life. And it feels as though this really does include people in your life. It feels like you move into community to community to community. And so as you move into community, there are people in there that you already know don't necessarily match what it is that you want to experience in relationship. And this is very important for you. And so it's okay. Very much like Fiona, we're letting go of the separation. We're bringing everything into unification. Unification is life. And so in this life, I choose to experience ... And this includes my living arrangements, my new home. So you're letting go of a pattern. I feel like this pattern is partially connected to control and how you control the manifestation itself in which you're so much better at. And it feels like I can feel your head, like it hurts. So I'm going to invite your head, your mind, to come into the heart to be loved. And I know you know how to do that easily. And so stop the mind spin Come back to the heart. Notice where you're out of balance, out of your body, where you're triggered. Come back into the heart. What do I want to experience? I'm willing to stay with the experience. I'm willing to journey with that. I'm willing to see again. And so that's today's energy, Jack of Hearts. I'm willing to see where I break through, where I am in these abuse patterns, betrayal, neglect, abandonment patterns for myself as I move, as I choose the space that I want to live in. And I'm just going to choose to fucking be in my power. I'm just going to choose to have what it is that I want to experience. And I'm going to choose to have it now. I choose to have it now. It almost feels like with this energy, there's a little bit of waiting for the feedback first, rather than I just choose to have it now. It's the same energy as like, let that money rain, feel the worth. Here it's like, feel the love of your life, experience the love of your life. And the result of that is a deeper sense of love for yourself, which is brilliant. And so you have more love for you in this journey. And so this journey of finding a new space, finding a new home is actually in service for you to deepen your own self-love while letting go of these patterns where you didn't allow it in. So good. Yay. That's exciting. All right. Wanda, another favorite person. She's just like so little. Emerson would like a card. Emerson being a 10 of diamonds, I believe. As we approach the new school year, she would like to know what would assist her in creating a great school year. What a cute question. It's funny. So as I see you, Emerson, you're kind of like this, like wet noodle. And I say a wet noodle because it's the easiest way for me to depict the image of it. So it's like, okay, here you are, and you're walking through the corridor, and then you're like, oh, I see those people and I want to go over there. Or, oh, and I see these people and I want to go over there. And I look back here and I want to go back this way. There's like this, you're this social butterfly. You just want to be known. You want to be with people. You love being with people. You love to have fun. Whoa. Wowzers. And in this, you are really being invited to come to begin the new year by deciding what it is that you want to experience in relationships. What is it that you want to experience? You're moving through this time. I want to say that you've moved into your Venus for a 7-year period. Because of your age. And so this is a very important time for you to build relationships, for you to connect with people. The people that you build these relationships with at this time are really preparing you for what it will be like to work in the work world, whatever it is that you decide. And so I know that we've jumped ahead into your future, but it's really important for you to understand what it is that you want, what it is that you want to experience, because we've got the 7 of diamonds that's rising up. And the 7 of diamonds is really asking you to define what value means for you and what value means in relationship. So like I was saying earlier on, the way that I felt you is you were this wet noodle. And so you'd go over here and then you go over there and you go over here. And so you were going into the places where it was like bright, shiny fun, but it was the noodle part, the noodle of your head part that was going there, not your entire body. And it's because you hadn't yet decided what it is that is valuable to you. What do you value in your relationships? Do you value honesty? Do you value compassion? Do you value love? Do you value respect? Do you value fun and play? And what about that for you? What do you value? What does value actually mean for you? And can you trust that if you value you so much that you can actually start to receive people coming to hang out with you and be with you rather than you going in all of these places? Are you willing to believe that people are going to want to hang out with you and be with you because of that value, because of what you decided you want to experience. And can you trust that? I kind of have a feeling that you're a little bit more spiritually aware. And when I say spiritually aware, you understand a little bit more about the mind, you understand more about the body, you understand more about intuition, magic, spirit. And much of that may be because of your mom, and what she shares with you. And so it's, can you trust? Can you trust? Um, can you trust that? Can you trust some of the teachings or the wisdom that is shared to you from your mom? And are you willing to have that? Are you willing? Are you willing to have people chase you to be your friend, to want you to be on the team, to want you because they match your value, because they love you, because they want to be honest with you, because they want to value you, because they want to have fun with you, they want to play with you, because they want to communicate with you, because they trust you. Like all of these things that you have decided, can you believe that they will come to you for that? Because it's going to change the nature of your relationships altogether. It will change you. It almost feels like a maturity in how you relate, so that you're not experiencing the same things that you experienced last year. Um, because your relationships will have the ability and availability to be more mature. And mature doesn't mean not fun. So I'm trying to say this as practical to a 12, 13-year-old as possible. I hope that makes sense for you, Emerson. Let me know. Jenny Johnson. All right. Hello. Did I miss one? No. Awesome. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. So it feels, Jenny, let me just tap in a little bit. So as I tap into you, you feel a little bit frozen. Yeah, frozen. So frozen where you're kind of, I almost see like life is happening around you, but you're not moving. And so I'm curious as to whether or not you are triggered by an experience that you're having. The What I'm feeling is, well, you've got Jack of Spades. And so Jack of Spades is saying, okay, you're being initiated. You're moving through an initiation from spirit. And so life is in service to you so that you can grow and expand. And it almost feels like you're almost frozen, but I'm not feeling any emotion. I'm not feeling fear. I'm not feeling any of those things. I'm actually feeling numb. So there's a numbness around whatever it is that you're experiencing in your life, but you're being invited and guided to know that whatever is happening in your life experience right now is here to inspire you to grow and evolve and shift and change. And so I'm starting to feel like energy is now moving through the body as you come into this awareness and receive and accept it. And so I invite you to be curious, because it's very possible that you may be experiencing a death. And this death may be a physical death. It may be you discovered perhaps maybe there was an ailment that was shared with you, maybe not necessarily for you, but with another person. And so another person may be going through a journey that you are experiencing with. And in that, this is not the result. The result is not death, but you may be experiencing a death. And so the death may not be a physical person or a physical body, but it can be a spiritual death, a emotional death. It could be it's actually a like a pattern that's dying, that no longer serves you. And so a way of being in your life no longer serves and supports you on this journey in the direction of what it is that you want to experience. And so you're being invited to break through it, to land, to allow for all of it to fall into entropy, to fall away. And the result is a deeper connection with your intuition, a deeper connection with the mind. It is a deeper wisdom that is wanting to be expressed through you, but in the expression through you, it's moving through your own life experience so that you can now move that out into your community, with your clients, in the world, with others, so that you may rise up to simply be the this feels like the wise woman, the teacher. And so I'll be very curious to how you're experiencing that and how this resonates for you. We're moving energy, and so we're just gonna allow the energy to move. All right, awesome. Yep. Ashley, keep playing the tambourine. Okay, I think I saw. Yes, Lisa. I would love a card for guidance this week with intention of being open to the changes happening in my life. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to invite you to breathe. There's energy that's moving up and out. I'm feeling a lot of grief. So we're going to allow the grief to move up and out. And a lot of, I feel like there's a big cry that's wanting to surface and go, but you've been so busy that you haven't allowed it to come up and go. And I feel like you're being less than compassionate for yourself. You're actually, yeah, like there's an aspect of you that's berating you. And so you're being invited to come into a deeper sense of compassion, allow the crying, the rise for the grief to come. But it almost feels like you feel like you are losing everything. It feels like everything is moving, and in that movement, you're seeing things fall away. You're making some new decisions, and so in the things that are falling away or the things that are changing, you're in this thinking loop of berating yourself as it's falling away. But the thing is it's meant to fall away. And so, Ace of Diamonds, which is me, this you're struggling between what you love and the material, money and the material. You're struggling between this pattern of, I can't have it all because I'm seeing that this part is falling away, and this part is falling away, which I'm interpreting as I can't have love now. And so because I can't have love, I'm now suffering in this place too. So I'm suffering financially, and I can't have love, and I can't have the life that I desire, and I'm stuck. And so in this, there's you think that you have to choose between the two, but you're holding off from choosing what you want. And so in stopping yourself from choosing what you want, okay, so I'm hearing you. Yeah, you chose what you want, but you chose what you want for 2 years down the line. That doesn't make sense because you're here now. 2 years down the line doesn't make sense. And so you can go ahead and you can make all the choices you want 2 years down the line, but that's not going to help you when you haven't decided, what do I want here now? I want love. I want money. I want a house. I want more. I want bigger space. I want a bigger car. I want now. I want now. because in this now, it makes all of the difference. It causes a shift to happen from here now, because in this here now, you move to the next now, you move to the next now, you move to the next now, and lo and behold, you're in the 2 years now, and you decided to have it here. So it's very much the same as money. All of these things that are happening around you are having you be mean to yourself, hurt yourself, be neglectful, be abusing, be betraying, be all of the things that are causing you to create these judgments on yourself as a reflection of the life that you have now. Pull back. Pull back to here, come into peace, come into self-compassion, really assess what you want. I want this. And stop allowing, there's like, you're allowing others to make decisions for you. Like, make the decision for you. Trust the decision for you. What do you want? What do you want? Don't wait for others to make the choice so that you can go ahead and so that you can please the others in order to move in the direction of what they want. Because later on, you're just now betraying yourself because you don't want it, but you didn't express it. So can you trust? Can you trust what it is that you actually want to experience? Can you be here now as you have what you want and you have the experience? And can you trust that it is available for you now? Yeah, I feel like you're having this huge shakeup through you. And this huge shakeup through you is this wake up call of where you're allowing others to make choices for you rather than you making the choice. And at the same time, there's a couple of different aspects, like of chasing. I'm chasing this, I'm chasing this, I'm chasing this in order to have this be okay for my child, for my son, for my daughter, for my this, for my money, for my bank account, for my family, for my love. But there's this, you forgot yourself. And so bring you back into the picture. Yeah, because the result is like the celebration of love. It's the happy, happy, dance, dance, party, party, or it's the breaking down of a relationship because now you've discovered there's cheating. So in this, we're moving in the direction of, okay, well, I want to celebrate love. I want to have a party with my kids. I want to have a party with my partner. I want to do all these things. I want to amplify that out. I want this. But I have to be the chooser of it, and I have to know that there's no sacrifice. I don't have to sacrifice my money in order to have the relationship, nor do I have to sacrifice my relationship in order to have the money. I'm open and willing to receive all of it, and I trust my mind in order to receive it. But I am here now, and I decide to have it so that I can have the celebration at the end of it. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense in regards to the question that you asked. I feel that it does. All right. Awesome. Did I get everyone? All right. Coolio. Let's go. Yes, you are right, RDM. It has been a while. Hey, hello. Good morning, Allison. Long time no see. All right. Mesa. I hope you don't mind that I say it that way. Mesa. I would love cards for my next step this week, please, if there's time. Thank you. Of course. Let's see. I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. Oh, I feel like you have a lot of things that are going on this week. So deep breath, come into the body. Makes sense with the cards that came. Okay, so I feel like I know that you have a lot of things that you move through in your life. And so you've got like, I feel like you have a ranch, you have horses, you've got the Airbnb, you've got a healing business, you pull cards, you do all these things. There's so many things. And so there's all these things on your plate. You've got like a list of task, got to do this. So this is not new for you, Mesa. And so in this, there's this, when's the last time you slowed down? And when's the last time you paid so much attention to yourself that you were fully present and embodied in everything that you did? Fully present and embodied as you move through the day, fully present and embodied as you go to the washroom, as you take a shower, as you feed the horses, as you eat your meal? Or are you busy doing something not present in your body and already thinking of the next thing? I know that I do that. I have a habit of, with my last bite, I'm already getting up from the table so that I can continue to chew and wash the dishes, because I'm going to come back to my office and I'm going to do the next thing. Not present, not embodied, not fully in my power. And so you're being invited and initiated to stay in the body, to come into a deeper connection of the value of you being in your body, the value of your body in service to you as you feed the horses, nurture your body with food, go to the bathroom, take a shower. You're breaking through this pattern of being so monotonous, like here you are, but your hands are here and you're out here, that you're not experiencing life the way it wants to be experienced through you, so that you can come into a deeper expression. It feels as though when you can do this, when you can come into this to be fully embodied, it'll almost feel like for you, time will slow a little bit because you're so present. Time will slow and it will allow for you to hear the nuggets, the wisdom of, oh, I'm actually going to do this next, and I'm going to share this message with the numbers out on social media. Oh, I'm going to go live and I'm going to share what happened on my weekend because it was, holy cow, so profound. Oh, I'm going to go call this person. There's so much that's available for you that's wanting to come through. And so next step this week is to really pay attention to, am I in my body? Am I fully experiencing my life? Even though I may have this whole huge list of things to do, because I know that when I'm in my body, fully embodied, fully embracing the present moment, that I'm going to have some wisdom to share. And boy, oh boy, do I want to share this wisdom. So yeah, like, because there's going to be some, like, the blessing of information that's going to come flowing through you, I feel is going to be profound. So let me know how that resonates. Yay. I don't know why Lisa's laughing, but yep, fills in the cracks in the codes. Yay. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, I love that, Rosalie. Rosalie never asks questions. I think she's only asked me a question one time. All right, Michelle. What message do we have for you? Very much like the last question, there's an invitation to slow down. Like, my entire body just wants to slow down, but it's slowing down to be choppy, which is interesting. It's almost like force. I got to force my step. So let's see what the cards say. We're just going to let some energy move. So I'm going to begin this with, what does the heart want? What does the heart want to experience? Yeah, it feels like there's been a slowing down, or maybe a forced slowdown in your life. Or it feels like a forced slowdown. I was going to say you're being invited to, but it feels like a forced slowdown in your life so that you can reassess and notice, what is it that you love in your life? Where is it that you are receiving love in your life? Where is it that you're out of flow? And so as I'm feeling that, I feel like there are some people in your life that aren't matching what it is that you want to experience, whether that can be through a client, through a boss, through I'm not feeling a lover, but through maybe romantic relationships, I'm feeling like I'm hearing there are some hard communicative words that are being inspired to be said, but they're not being said. There's some hard conversations that are wanting to be expressed, but they are not being said. And with that, I'm feeling a closed heart. And so if you didn't watch the beginning of the forecast, I'm going to invite you to watch the forecast to see, because this week is a huge week where we are really coming into trusting the divine, trusting ourselves. And in that, it was noticing where you are closing your heart to be with others. I'm definitely feeling a constriction in the heart, and the heart's like, the heart hurts, the heart hurts, the heart hurts. I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath and bring some oxygen into the body, because in your relationships, you're starting to notice and navigate through the dynamics of relationship where you may be selling yourself short, where you may be giving an aspect of you in order to receive something from someone, where you are navigating the mean girl energy or the mean people energy, and you're being the nice one, or vice versa, where you are, I keep on hearing selling yourself short. And so are you willing to express yourself in value? Are you willing to land into your value so that you may express that out onto others, to be embodied in your value and move that out through your work, out through your expression, so that people can actually meet you in those places? This feels like contracts and coming into contract with people, which is why it feels like people coming into your business, but it can also be a community experience that you're having. In this, the result is choosing higher love. It's transcending love. So it's in the transcending of love, it almost feels like I am loving unconditionally. And in that loving unconditionally, I love myself first and then others. And so if I choose to experience love with others, then perfect, beautiful, come into my circle. But if I say no, that is the most loving thing that I can do in this moment, both for me and for you. And so it really feels like it's possible that people are triggered by you because you're moving through an experience, and because you might not be responding in the same way that you used to. And so, like it almost feels like there's so many different stories. So the result is higher love for you, transcending love, and learning how to say no in all of this. I hope that resonates for you. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go with Sandy. Last card. It's 1218 here. Last one. And then invite you to watch the forecast if you haven't. And later on, I'll be putting out themes by rolling numbers. Hopefully. All right. So, Sandy. Grateful for a job on my current job, which is becoming very tiring physically for me. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. Knew that. So I feel like this question, I feel like you've been in this place before and you asked this question last week. And so you're breaking through what you actually want. So we can move these cards. They fell. So it's actually this way. So you're looking at your life and my curiosity is, are you looking at your life and you're feeling safety from your job? The job that you have now that you don't enjoy is giving you an aspect of safety now because you have that money that's flowing in. Because you have a place to go every single day or every other day. Because, that's what you're breaking through. You're breaking through the illusion of I must have something else before I can leave, rather than just choosing. Are you willing to decide what it is that you want, what it is that you want to experience? And so if the current job that you have right now is not what it is that you desire, are you willing to come back and to navigate what is it that I actually want? What is it that I actually want to experience in my career, in a job? And am I willing to decide that I can have it so that I can allow myself to have the experience of it? Am I willing to journey with that? And so this is your job. Your job is to come back, right? And so if this job is providing safety, are you willing to feel the safety within your own body? I choose to feel safety flowing through my body. It's actually safe in my body. It's safe here now. And in this safety, I'm going to think about, okay, so I actually want a job that is fun, that is playful, that is easy, that is data entry, that is that pays well, that has a group of people that are fun and love to connect in community, that does this, that pays well, that gives bonuses, that has me work at home, that has me come to the office only 2 times a week, that has this. I'm willing to decide that while I'm feeling safe and feeling value. And staying with that decision, I choose this for me. And in this choosing this for me, I tell God, the universe, source, creator, this is what I want. And I'm not commanding that you give me what I want, but this is what I want, so you know. And so as you're saying this, you're now creating a beautiful lens for your own RAS, for your reticular activating system. So now it begins to look for what it is that you desire. You start to receive feedback from it so that you can start to see the pathways that are available for you. Oh, look at that job over there. Oh, there's this job over here that kind of meets these things. I'm actually inspired to send my resume. Oh, and look at this online project that's available. Oh my goodness, I want to do this. And so you move in that direction. Just because you decide what you want doesn't mean you have to quit the job you have. You can begin the process by asking yourself, okay, what do I want? This is what I want. This is what I'm putting out. This is what I'm creating. This is my experience. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining me live and on the replay. If you are interested, so we've got playing card certification that begins on Wednesday. So if you want to dive into channeling, understanding, learning new ways to interpret, and when I say new ways, I'm talking about different setups with the cards so that you can get information. And you guys know, you can't make this shit up. If you want to learn that, if you want to monetize that, then I invite you to join us. We begin on Wednesday. And if you're curious about your own numbers and want to dive in, I invite you to connect with me and let's dive in. All right. So much love. Have the most amazing day. And I will see you in the spaces. Bye for now.